What's up, guys?
So I'm Jasmine.
And I'm Brandon from WhyNotUsBlog.com.
And today we're here to do a get to know you Snapchat, Facebook Q&A. We get lots of questions about our relationship and our blog, so we wanted to just answer them all in one central place so everyone would get the answers.
And we have no idea what our family and friends has sent us in the form of questions. So we're excited to see what these guys are sending. Our phones are blowing up right now. I'm a little nervous as well. We're going to do our best to answer every question. I will tell y'all if some of those questions are, what, give me a word, baby.
Risque. We will not be answering.
We will not answer those questions if they're ridiculous. So.
Brandon can answer where we met and how we met.
Well, we throw around the term high school sweethearts all the time. When someone asks how we met, how long have we been together? We throw around the term high school sweethearts, and I think we do it because it's easy. And we always feel like we have so much explaining to do when people ask us how we met and how long have we been together. Because a lot of times people see it, they say, "Oh my goodness, you guys, feel like you've been together for a long time." And really, we just have so much history. We have so much history as boyfriend, girlfriend, as friends, as frenemies, as whatever you want to call it. But we met in high school. And she actually met a few of my cousins before she met me, which is a funny story in itself. But she met a few.
Oh my God.
She met a few of my relatives before I even had the chance of meeting her. And it's been so long ago. It was what year was it, honey?
Oh,
2006. So 2006 at Olathe North High School in Olathe, Kansas.
Years, bro.
Jeez, 10 years ago, right?
So I don't remember when we met, but I remember seeing him for the first time because I was new in the area because I was a military brat. And so got to school, I'm looking all around, checking everybody out, and then I see these pearly whites. And it's him. And back then he used to wear like a fade. And so he had like waves and stuff, and everybody was like around him and his cousins because they were the cousins and they were like the super cool group. Everybody was like swarmed around him. All the girls are like giggly, and he was like a football star. So like everybody wanted his attention, but that's the first time I saw him, and I just kind of looked from afar. And then I actually met his cousin first, who was like, "Oh, my cousin likes you," and I was like, "Oh, excitement!" But she wasn't talking about Brandon. She was actually talking about their other cousin, so we had a little mix up there for a minute, but eventually she came back and was like, "He likes you too." And so she will kill anybody who says that they take any credit for us meeting, because we'll give her the credit.
I will say it's been 10 years. I really don't remember the exact moment that I met Jasmine. However, I will tell you something. When I remember her, I do remember seeing this young lady that was full of life, that was full of energy, that always just had a little pep in her step, and she didn't resemble anything that I had ever seen before. Just in a young lady. She was 15 years old, 16 years old, and she was and she was involved in so much, and to be a young African American lady and being involved in drama, theater.
I love theater.
Right?
Oh my God, so much fun.
Theater. She was involved in so many different clubs, basketball.
Everything.
What you?
I was in
Spanish,
science club for a period of time.
It was so much.
Journalism club.
Beauty pageants. She was
church.
Church. She always had something going on with church. I was just.
Everything.
Excuse me. I was so amazed with how talented she was. For one, yeah, I was amazed with her talents, and then
but that didn't keep her from going to find other girlfriends.
Well, she was 15
I'm
years
kidding.
old, and she was very sassy. And we're extremely young, but just to see that in her, she's such a driven human being, and you see that when you first meet her. She's been this way since I've met her. She's driven, and you could tell meeting her that she's going places, that she's going to make something of herself, and she has goals, she has aspirations, and so I saw that in her at an early age. And that's one of the things that attracted me to her. Now, that was one thing specifically that I remember, man. Her lip gloss was always popping. Lip gloss stayed popping. And so, And you know, lip gloss stayed popping, and you know, it's whenever you saw
I should've
her,
wore matte lipstick.
whenever you saw Jasmine, you saw her shiny lips before you saw anything else. They stayed.
They smelled good too.
They
Like
smelled,
the
oh my
flavors.
goodness, she
The
had,
roller balls, they had grape, cherry, watermelon.
I think the first kiss now. I think it was it what? Well, I can't remember the flavor, but all I remember is walking away from that kiss and my whole face was oiled up.
I hate you so much.
The whole line around
You
my lips was
asked for it.
all oiled up.
You asked for
And
it.
it took me back a little bit. I said, man, she stayed